Yeah, it's me. It's me. Oh, yes, it is. Let's talk about Solange. Let's talk about Solange. Let's talk about you and me. Bubbles in the tub. I always try to decide in between, like whilst I'm singing that song, if I'm doing Salt and Pepper or Pretty Ricky. Let's talk about Solange Piaget. Piaget or Piaget or Piaget or Piaget. We don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I know. I'm greasy. Greasy like Sunday morning. Anyway, honey, she was born June  24th, 1986. And she's an American singer-songwriter and performance artist and actress. I put the "and" too early. Expressing an interest in music from an early age, Knowles had several temporary stints as a backup dancer for Destiny's Child. We're really unfamiliar with this group. I think they sang backup for her on the Proud Family theme song. I think that might have been them, which featured her elder sister Beyonce Knowles. We're not sure. She looks like she's pretty. Let's take a look. Who is this? Oh yeah, she's cute. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Did y'all know they were sisters? Okay, she's pretty. I think I've seen her in a couple of things. Maybe she was, this looks like the Lion King logo. Maybe she was in that. She's cute. She's cute. Among its members, before, which featured her sister Beyonce Knowles among its members. Okay, I was like, they're just not gonna name them. They're not. Before signing with her father Matthew Knowles, his Music World Entertainment label. At age 16, Knowles released her first studio album, Solo Star. Hold on, stay with it. Solo Star. Y'all remember this album, girls? Do you remember? It was 2002. Between 2004 and 2007, Knowles has several minor acting roles, including the direct-to-video "Bring It On, All or Nothing." There she is, and there's Hayden Panettiere. Um, and put this on D and D because that's gonna bother me. And continue co-writing music for Beyonce and former Destiny's Child group members Kelly Rowland. I think I've heard of her. She's very pretty. Okay, cute. And Michelle Williams, also very gorgeous. I wish these girls had gotten bigger fame. They're in Solange's shadow. In 2007, Knowles began to record music again. Her second studio album, Soul Angel and the Hadley St. Dreams, which was my personal favorite, before Saw Things I Imagined. I saw things. I imagined 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 things. I imagined things. I imagined things. I imagined that's all thing. Okay. Soul Angel and the Hadley St. Dreams was cute. It was a very cute album, 2008. So I was about 13. That's correct. That sounded about right. Because she got a song on there called God Give a Name that I played over and over, and my mom was sick of it. Deviated from the pop oriented music of her debut to the Motown sound of the 1960s and 70s. It peaked at number 9 on the US Billboard 200, and received positive reviews from critics. She followed this up with the 1980s pop and R&B inspired extended play True. That's it. You can see the word true very faintly, very faintly. On Terrible Records, honey. This Terrible. We've talked about them with somebody else. I don't remember who. In 2016, and was really we scooted too fast. And her imprint, Saint Records, not not in linking right back to the page we own, child. Her third studio album, A Seat at the Table, the third, which was 2016, was released to widespread critical acclaim and became her first number one album in the United States because it is good. Period. Um, the album's lead single, I Tried to Smoke It Away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to eat it away, but that bagel ain't have no flavor. I ran my credit. Ooh, the way I lost that key. I ran my credit card bill up. I want y'all to know I can actually hit the notes, honey. Don't think because I be in here playing that Miss Mama can't sing, because Miss Mama can sing. Okay. Anyway, yes, Cranes in the Sky won the Grammy, honey, for Best R&B Performer. Her fourth studio album, Soon As I Get, When I Get Home, which is the one I had to purchase as a vinyl, because as soon as I heard, I saw things, I imagined, I saw things, I imagined, I saw things, I imagined things, I imagine things, I imagine things. Because I be like, I be trying to sing the note long, and I'm supposed to be on the next stanza. I had to buy that on vinyl because as soon as I heard Things I Imagine, I was like, oh, this is a vinyl record. This is a vinyl record. And I actually started writing a movie inspired by the soundtrack. So hopefully the movie will get picked up and Solange will say, yes, girl, use my album. Period. It was released in March 2019. Has it been that long? To further critical acclaim. Knowles was heavily influenced by Motown girl groups and says that her first passion is songwriting. She is frequently compared by the media to her sister Beyonce, who we really don't know, so I don't know why the media is comparing her. But Knowles insists they have different aspirations and are musically different, which we could tell by their albums, except I'm pretending like I don't know Beyonce to give Solange her credit. So we have not listened to a Beyonce album, but I believe listen, this is no shade to Beyonce, okay? This is no shade to Beyonce, no shade to Destiny's Child. Solange is just a different person. And so I am playing up on Solange being a different person and pretending like we don't know Beyonce because it's funny to me. She has been ranked by Billboard as the 100th most successful dance artist of all time. And in 2007 was honored with the Impact Award at Billboard Women in Music, which is an event from Billboard about women in music. Her other ventures include an endorsement deal with Rimmel London, honey, and a line of hip-hop oriented merchandise for young children. Not Blue Ivy Cardi having a wig page. Period. Let's go to early life. Solange Pijouet Knowles was born in Houston, Texas, to Matthew Knowles and Tina Knowles. You know you everything when the whole family got a Wikipedia page. And my mama said pose. She said, I'm going to give you a little bit of a shine on a new lipstick and a very light smoky eye. And pose. Knowles' older sister is singer Beyonce Knowles, who again, we're not sure about. We don't know who she is. But she has a Wikipedia page, so she must be somebody. Her father, originally from My Daddy, we don't know who sang that. We don't know who sang that song, but My Daddy, Alabama, and is African American. And her mother, originally from Texas, is Creole, but she said Mama Louisiana, whoever she may have been. And I understand, because my Mama Louisiana too. African, Native American, and Franc ancestry, period. With distant Jewish, Spanish, and Chinese and Indonesian ancestry, period, same, except not Jewish, not Spanish, not Chinese, and not Indonesian. But there's some distant Filipino up in there for me, and not as distant Irish. Her maternal grandparents are Loomis Biensi and Agnes Derwan, honey, which we already know, House of Derwan, a seamstress, and she was a seamstress. I'm not even going to show you this picture because I know it's just a white lady. She is also a descendant of Acadian, which is a colony in New France, child. Leader Joseph Rousseau. That's him, honey, a white man. Knowles was raised Catholic until the age of 4, where her family became members of a Methodist church child. As a child, she studied at dance theater. At the age of 5, she made her singing debut at Six Flags Astro World Child, a theme park in Houston. She began writing songs at the age of 9. At 13, she decided to pursue recording, but her parents initially advised her to wait. During Destiny's Child opening stint for American pop singer Christina Aguilera, who this picture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you know where it's from, comment it. Knowles temporarily replaced member Kelly Rowland, who wasn't she in that Lifetime movie? Is this the lady that was in that Lifetime movie? This is the one that was in that movie about Freddie that had done. She had called him the F slur, and we was like, okay, ain't nobody mad. Yeah. Anyway, I am glistening boots. I just put on some oil, not oil, oil. um. Anyway, after she broke her toes backstage during a costume change, honey, them costume changes will get you. Just like when Janet Jackson was live in Hawaii and she was backstage doing a costume change and we saw her titty. It was not the last time we would see her titty. At age 15, Knowles replaced a departed dancer and performed with the group on tour. Period. She said, I got these 8 counts. Don't even worry about it. Career. Managed by her father, Matthew Knowles first. Now, see, they could have said Solange because this right here, his name is Matthew Knowles and then Matthew Knowles. It's like, girl, first ventured into the music business in 2001 when I was almost 6, probably. I turned 6 in the middle of the year because my birthday is in May. As the lead singer, backed by Destiny's Child on the title theme song for the animated series, The Poir Family, which when did September. Okay, so I had done turned 6. She was also a feature performer on Hey Go Member. Hey Go Member. It's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's solid gold, baby. Oh, yes. Baby, the way I used to watch Gold Member constantly, my mama had to take it because I would watch it every day, several times a day. My mama was like, girl, enough. Do your homework, enough. And I couldn't watch the Work It Out music video. My mama said it was too sexual. She literally just had a hula hoop and a halter top. Like my sister was just hula hooping, and that was too sexual for my Christian. My mama said, in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. I'm doing enough to let you watch Gold Member, but in the name of Jesus for this Work It Out music video. Ooh, don't let my mama see these music videos of today. Do not. For the 2002 for the soundtrack to the 2002 film Austin Powers Gold Member with Foxy Cleopatra, who's a whole lot of woman. That pause made it sound like I called her a hoe, but I didn't. She was a whole lot of woman. Sorry to Beyonce. As well as a backup singer on the track Lil Drummer. God blocked it. Sing, he wouldn't let it be so. Did you sing? Did you harmonize with me? Did you hit your note? He wouldn't let it be so. You hit that one. Did you hit it? Call me back. Lil Drummer Boy. On Destiny's Child 2001 holiday album, 8 Days of Christmas. With these women. Ooh, these women we're not sure about. I'm sorry. I know we're talking about Solange. Let's pretend like we do know who Destiny's Child is. And other girl groups. Why do they always put the dark-skinned sister in the ugly wig? Beyonce got her micro braids, honey, and blonde, giving you a moment. Michelle got a curly little piece going on. And Kelly is giving What's Your Name, B.O.B., so they're calling you Bob. Stop playing, you know that I'm known for the Bob. A couple of his songs got you thinking you a hard throb. But this thing so good, making want to sob. You don't need a feature? I'm the feature. That used to be my song. But what is she giving in this picture? Her face, sickening. The wig, the WEEG, the wig. I don't know, sister. I don't know. In 2002, she was featured on Lil Romeo's second studio album, Game Time. And let me tell you something, Lil Romeo was my husband. Are you my cousin? I'm your husband, period. Lil Romeo, Justin McCartney, and Lil Bow Wow were on my ceiling as a child, so I could lay and look at them, period. This is his album, Game Time. Wasn't he just precious and very age appropriate for me, because Lil Romeo was born, let's just go over the child, was born in 89. So he's 32 and I'm 27. So it was very age appropriate. Okay, I didn't have a crush on a grown man. I had a crush on a little boy that was a little bit older than me. Period. Singing portions of Luthris Vandrosia, honey, Ronzoni, our grandmother, Junior. Penned So Amazing on the single True Love. And on Kelly Rowland's debut solo album, Simply Deep, where they took this wig and they said, we're going to shush, honey. We're going to chop it up a little bit and flip it and have it look like a little spider on the top. This is cuter than this, by far. Well, excuse us. By far. I need to go back and listen to Simply Deep, honey. Do y'all listen? Y'all don't. We need the audience to buy the music, because Kelly Rowland's last couple albums hit. For which she also wrote the tracks Simply Deep, Beyond Imagination, and Obsession. Period. At 17, child. In 2001, she appeared as Lil Bow Wow's Chad Gregory, who also was my husband. I just told you he was on my ceiling. Date in the music video for his single Puppy Love. Look how precious. She also made an appearance on The Masters of Disguise, which turtle. I need to watch The Masters of Disguise again, because that was my movie as a child. And made cameos in Plays music video. Is a Swedish pop girl group for Master Part 2, featuring who? My other husband, Lil Fizz. I loved me a medium to light skin boy with long hair. Did. You know what? Not even medium to light skin, because I had loved me some Omarion as well. I really did. Oh, baby, by the way. Oh, baby, by the way. Tell me no, I won't choose. Because you know, at the end of the day, everything is up to you. Everything, yeah, right. Just back into it. And let it touch. In 2002, she lent her voice for the character Chanel, the cousin of protagonist Penny Proud, in an episode of the animated television series The Proud Family. In June 2003, Matthew Knowles excitedly announced that he was considering adding Knowles to Destiny's Child when the group reunited in 2004, which was their final. They had enough of Matthew, thus turning them into a quartet for the first time since short-lived member Franklin, who I'm not even joking, who is that? Left in 2000. Matthew Knowles said he was testing the reactions and judging by what I heard. It seems like a good idea. Later in August, however, Beyonce said it was only a rumor and Destiny's Child will remain a trio, because Beyonce was like, Roland added, she's a solo star. Name dropping, which is this right here, Knowles' debut album, because it was called, so you get it. At the age of 14, Knowles started working on her debut album, like I had just told you, Solo Star, which involved American producers such as Jermaine Dufresne, Y'all know what this is? The Neptunes. Not this, not this cut picture, honey. Y'all couldn't find no picture of Chad. Linda Purr. Oh, Linda. Linda, why does she Linda and Timberland, who is on the sick and shut-in list, among others. She then recorded the album under her father's Music World Entertainment label with Columbia Records. The album is primarily up-tempo R&B, although Knowles said there are pop, rock, reggae, and hip-hop influences. Knowles co-wrote and co-produced some of the 15 tracks in the album, including his lead single, Feeling You Part 2. The song failed to enter the Billboard Hot 100, but reached number 3 on both the Hot R&B/hip-hop single sales and the Hot Dance Music/Maxi single sale chart. Solo Star was released January 21st, 2003, when I was coming up on 8 in the United States, where it debuted at number 49 on the Billboard 200 and reached number 23 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart. Solo Star had mixed critical reception, but that y'all told us earlier. Didn't y'all tell us up top that it received good reception? William Rollman. Oh, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Of All Music, just them right here, called it a state-of-the-art contemporary R&B album, but deemed Knowles as lost somewhere in the mix. By mid-2008, the album had sold 112,000 copies domestically, according to the Nielsen SoundScan. Anyway, girl, she had done put out another album in 2004, around the 2004-2008 time limit. She had Tranisha. She just popped right on up like, hey girl, it's me. She had done did Johnson Family Vacation with Bow Wow in it. There he is. That's my man. And Katie from My Wife and Kids. Wasn't that Katie? Anyway, she did this movie, child. She provided the song Freedom with Drop Trio for the soundtrack, child. She did. Then she did this with Hayden Panettiere. And then she had done got married, child. Because the baby. And while she was married, the family moved to Idaho, which, girl, why? While staying there, she resumed writing songs, including the singles Get Me Body, Get Me Body, Get Me Body. That's why Beyonce said, my sister. the way I was about to do KailahJr bringing out Kiara when Kiara was like 9 singing The Safest Place. Not my hair rag. Stuck to my chair, child. When Kiara was singing The Safest Place, she said, my daughter Kiara shed. And I was finna say, Beyonce said, my sister. It don't matter. It made me laugh. That's why she called her sister to come out and dance to Get Me Bodied on Homecoming. Also because we wanted to see her, girl. Come on out here, dance, and upgrade you. Bah, 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 bah. Partner, let me upgrade. I hear you beat a block, but I'm the light to keep the streets on. Notice you the type that like to keep it on the leash, though. From her sister's second solo album, B-Day, where she rushed that album, but it was good. Because she said, listen, I got a movie coming out. I got a show to do, baby. Don't you remember? And I need the hype from from Dreamgirls to sell this album, child. I know that's what she did, and she did right. She did. Knowles earned the R&B and hip hop song accolade for Get Me Bodied at the 2008 ASCAP Award. They always say ASCAP, so I just be struggling with the anyway. During this time, she had also written songs for Destiny's Child and members called Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams, KailahJr and I was gonna say KailahJr and Tranisha, child. Tanisha. Why I did that. In 2004, while pregnant with her son, she made a cameo appearance in Destiny's Child music video for I Need a Soldier That Is Get to Stand Up for Me, known to carry big things, if you know what I'm. See, the whole time when I was a child, I just hit the microphone, I'm sorry. When I was a child, I thought they was talking about pregnancy because in the video, they did the belly bump thing. But as I grew older, I realized that they were talking about a penis. And I was taken aback. I was like, oh no. Cash money is the army. I'm walking with purple hearts on me. You talking to the sergeant. Body marked up like the subway in Harlem. Call him Weezy F baby. Please say the baby. If you don't see me on the block, I ain't trying to hide. I blend in with the hood. I'm camouflage, bandana ties. So mommy join my troop. Every time she hear my name, she salute, which is crazy. Don't do that. That's weird. Well, I already read that. After her divorce, Sonny Knowles returned to Houston to begin working on her second album, period. And the album was this one, The Hadley Say Dreams. It includes production by Molested Man, Soul Shark and Colin, and Mark Ronson, honey. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. Oh yes. As well as an appearance by Bilal, who was a singing Negro. Anyway, she had done did this, honey, and she sang, I decided that you are the him for me. Oh boy. She announced via her blog that she would be releasing a series of mixtapes to coincide with the album. The first mixtape, I Can't Get Clearance, includes the lead track, This, that you will have to come to the screen and read it, honey. I know a lot of y'all be just listening to me while y'all doing other things, but you have to read this yourself. I'll give you 5 seconds to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. On this record, Knowles expressed her views on the current state of the music industry, honey. The lyrics to the song Name Check some major artists. Name check. Whew, I'm struggling. Name check some major artists such as Mary J. Blige, Ashanti, K. Michelle, and Beyonce. Although she may see, am I gonna say this out loud or am I gonna keep this to myself? I'm gonna keep it to myself. Because y'all like to tussle. Although she made a point of stating that it does not have a negative light to any of them. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go and say it. If Carrie Hilson would have just said it don't have a negative light to any of them, she would have been fine. She would have been fine. That's all I'm gonna say. The mixtape was never released, but Knowles released F the Industry as a single in 2010. She had done did all this, honey. She was on Yo Gabba Gabba, and congratulations to her child. My sister was having panic attacks and had a little breakdown, just a light one. Yeah. Yeah. Then she had done released a Seat at the Table, child, 3 days before her birthday on June 21st. This made her and Beyonce the first sisters to have both had US #1 albums in a calendar year, which, period. On October 3rd, 2016, Knowles released music videos for the songs Don't Touch My Hair and Cranes in the Sky, both co-directed by herself and Alan Ferguson. This was her husband at the time. At the time, but not today. So yeah, she had done released the album, child, and then she bought Black Planet. But where are we now? Where are we with Black Planet? Here are her music and influences, which you can read on your own time because we is running long. So just come on down to the Wikipedia, honey, and find music and influences and performance art, child. Find performance art and public image, child. where you find out that she has always been compared by the media to her sister Beyonce, whom she considers one of her role models. She keeps telling y'all, I'm not her and never will be. In God-given name on exactly. I got shocked because I read she has expressed her opinion of the comparison in lyrics to God-given name. I'm not her and never will be. Sometimes I need to read ahead. Because now I done got pumped because I was like, me and Wikipedia on the same page. Like, girl, Wikipedia is its own page anyway, which was purposely set as the opening track of Solange and the Hadley St. Dreams to show their differences. I'm having trouble snapping because I sprained my finger. I hope y'all didn't hear it pop just now because I popped it right next to the microphone. Anyway, yeah, she had to release that. She's been described as a fashion icon. She had decided to grow her natural hair, child, and the girls was like, but now they're like, she's an activist for the BLM movement. Yeah. Does it say anything about when she had that baby? Because everybody was like, I cannot believe Beyonce's sister had a baby at 17, child. It don't say that. But I remember the interviews. She and Jamie Lynn Spears were in there together, honey. They were holding on to each other's hands, honey. Here are her other ventures in which you can read on your own. House of Dewa. Honey, Nose and her sister Beyonce model for their family's clothing line, House of Dewa, named after their grandmother Agnes Dewa. She also helped launch Dewa, a junior apparel collection, and sister line to House of Dewa. Both sisters modeled for Dewa and were featured in most of Dewa's marketing campaigns. Together, they were featured in a Got Milk ad campaign wearing House of Dewa. Period. Those Got Milk campaigns were weird. They were weird. Anyway, child, she had done married. You can read this on your own time. She had done married Daniel Smith in February 2014 when she was 17 and he was 19. And then she had done gave a birth. She period. I'm gonna stick beside what I said. She gave a birth. After their son's birth, the family moved to Moscow, Idaho, which was weird. They divorced, child, and she split her time between residences in Los Angeles and Houston. And she and her son relocated to Brooklyn in 2011 and to New Orleans, Louisiana in 2013, period. Now, why wouldn't this have been up top in the public appearance? On May, because she whooped it. On May 12, 2014, TMZ released security footage of Knowles appearing to physically attack her brother-in-law, James Z., and being restrained by a security guard in an elevator at the Standard High Line, Manhattan. Knowles and James Z and Beyonce called the occurrence an unfortunate insomnia, and stated that the family has worked through it, but we knew they didn't. Knowles later clarified that she and her family were all good. Beyonce was like, girl, beat them out. She was standing in the corner like, girl, I guess, child, just whoop them, whatever. Knowles married music video director Alan Ferguson. This him right here on this bike, with on their wedding day, riding bikes down the street. At the Marigny Opera House in New Orleans on November 16, 2014, and the couple separated in 2009, child. 1999, that would be going back in time. That same year, Knowles began dating experimental jazz artist, honey, Gio Escobar, and the word on the street is she was also dating Sid from the internet, child. Standing on the corner from the band, Standing on the Corner. I was like, she was standing on the corner, child, whom she previously collaborated on with on. Oh, I'm struggling, girl. I'm sure. Her studio album, When I Get Home. Knowles publicly acknowledged the relationship on Instagram in November 2020, but she never did publicly acknowledge that relationship with Sid. I also think she probably went with Janelle Monáe back in the day because they was good sisters. Anyway, I mean, they could have just been friends. I'm being weird. Solo star Solange seated at the table when I get home. These are her discographies. These are her tours, which you can read all by yourself. Oh, by yourself. And here's her filmography, child, and her televisionography. She was on the Brothers Garcia, child. The Brothers Garcia was cute. I need to go back and find some reruns of the Brothers Garcia. Now she was on Proud Family at Chanel and on One at Charlotte. She must have been good sisters with Kailah. Lincoln Heights. Y'all remember Lincoln Heights? Period. Ghost Whisperer. I was just telling my mom I need to go back and watch Ghost Whisperer. Here are her achievement. She got a Grammy. And a Glammy. Period. Thank you so much for joining us, honey, on Music Monday, talking about our legendary I'm gonna stick beside it. Legendary sister Solange. Come back next week, honey. We talking about somebody. I don't know who, but yeah, we gonna talk about them. Period. Peace.